Okay, so number one, all right, x plus 1/2 equals negative 2/3. So all you were supposed to do is put a minus 1/2, minus 1/2. All right. Then the 1/2 and the negative 1/2 do what to each other? Cancel out. So now we have fractions and we're adding and subtracting. So we need a what? We need a common denominator. All right. And if you got all that, you understand that, give yourself a little check. All right. Now let's work on your fractions. All right. Your common denominator is what, guys? 6. All right. So my numerator is going to be on the top fraction 4 and on the bottom fraction 3. All right. Now you're supposed to ask yourself, am I adding or subtracting? Yeah, technically we're subtracting because it says minus, correct? But you're supposed to be smart enough now to say, well, both of them are what? Negative. So both of them are negative. So that means we're going to do what? Add them. All right. So you're supposed to say negative 4/6, negative 3/6 is equal to what? Negative 7/6. If you got that right, pat yourself on the back. All right, you're 1 for 1. All right, and if you know that, like I said, all right, that'll be very similar. All right, for tomorrow, nothing difficult, but please speak up. Go, shh, just a minute, Luca. Yeah, negative 4 and negative 3 makes negative 7. That's correct. Luca, what? Because you have negative 4, and negative 3. And if you don't like that, all right, meaning you didn't see it, put the negative there and the negative there. Come on, you know what negative 4 and negative 3 is. What's negative 4 and negative 3? Okay. Because they're both negative. When they're both negative, you add. This is what I'm not understanding. I'm trying to help you. Do you see? I'm solving the equation, Luca, by eliminating the plus. How do I eliminate a plus? Minus 1/2. And minus 1/2 is the same as negative 1/2. I didn't change anything. I'm suggesting to you that the 4/6 is negative 4/6 and the 3/6 is negative. So you have two negatives and you add them. If the 4/6 was positive, then you would subtract them. All right, but clearly the 2/3 is negative. All right, let's practice. Jump on number 2. All right, now here, lots of different ways we can handle the decimals. All right, this is again, what operation? 2.5 what? X. Multiplied by X. So how do we undo multiplication? So everyone should be putting negative 2.5, negative 2.5. So X is equal to. Now, for me personally, all right, on this problem, I'm not going to move the decimal because I tried to show you a little shortcut because I don't feel like doing 20 divided by 2.5. What did I show you? Does anybody remember what we could do to get rid of the 2.5? What? Multiply it by what? Well, we could multiply by 10, and let's do that. Well, that would be, make that 200 over 25. You agree with that? Which is what again? 8. All right. Now, what I also showed you or tried to show you, 20 over 2.5, I learned quickly that if I multiplied by 2, this just becomes 40 divided by 5. And now the number is less. Does everybody agree? And 40 divided by 5 is in fact what? Still 8. If you're like, man, I don't know, I don't want to do that, that's fine, don't do that. Then just move the decimal. And you have 200 over 25. Now, this division problem is just harder than this division problem, that's all. All right, so now I'm gonna put it on pause for a quick minute. Everybody's looking up. I'm on number 3. All right. So Brooklyn, what do I need to do on number 3? Add what? Add 11.4. Beautiful. Add. Notice I'm lining up the decimals. Right? We have to line up the decimals. Be real careful. Adding and subtracting, lining up the decimals. So what happens to the negative 11.4, Brooklyn, and the positive 11.4? They cancel. All right. So now X is equal to how much?
About 15.52.
Yes, 15.52. Very nice. 15.52. Now, if you got that right, give yourself a check and you're in pretty good shape as far as the decimal goes. For division, if you got the division right and you got the division right, you're in pretty good shape. So now let's see if Luca's in good shape. All right, what are we doing with a fraction, Luca?
We're on number 4. All right, so multiply by the reciprocal.
Multiply by the reciprocal. Thank you very much. So we're multiplying by 8/3. Now, how do I solve this now? What do I do?
You do the 24 over 1 times 8 over 3. You 3 cancels out to 1, 24 cancels to 8. 8 times 8 is 64.
What kind of 64? Negative 64. All right. And again, if you got that right, 4 for 4, that's what's going to be like on your quiz. What? Come on. Look, I'm not interested in playing, Lydia. Whatever y'all are doing, think it's funny, whatever. I'm just not interested. All right. I don't want a problem. All right, I mean it. We got a big day tomorrow. All right, come on, concentrate. Be nice, make an A. A+. All right. Now, here we go. Put it on pause. All right. Okay, Levi, what am I doing on number 5?
1024 by -8.
Yes, we're dividing both sides by -8. Dividing by -8. All right. What'd you get? Negative 128. Anybody have an issue with that? Positive divided by negative is a negative. All right. Yes, Luca, I don't know what to tell you. Look at -8 and put it into 1024. I'm sure you can do that division. You made a little mistake. Let's go. Correct it. Do I need to do it or are you correcting it? Eight goes into 10 once.
I have one.
Okay, number 6, Madeline. Yeah, hold on. Jackson, all right, is that you mumbling up there? All right, I just want to know who's mumbling and just knock it off because I really am getting upset. All right, the mocking. I'm trying to ignore you. Multiplying by 1.4. What does that do to the 1.4 divided by 1.4? What happens to the 1.4 divided by 1.4? Cancels out. That's exactly correct. That is correct. Anybody else get 3.78? All right, thank you very much. Pause it for a minute. Now we got some more fractions. All right. Oh, that's correct. Everybody's doing plus 3 2/3. Plus 3 2/3. Now, right now, you're making a judgment. Am I adding or subtracting? That is it correct. Which one goes on the top? That's right. So I'm going to pull the 3 up top. I would like everyone to go 3 2/3 minus 1 7/8. I always try to explain to you, put the larger number on top when you're doing subtraction. What?
Why did you make it 2? Oh, no. Why didn't we change the reciprocal?
Because it's not multiplying, it's adding and subtracting.
Like to the common denominator.
Well, she hasn't done the problem yet. I just asked her what to do.
Oh,
She said, add 3 2/3. I said, yes. And then we lined it up. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You understand where we're at now? Andrew, thank you. What is that?
Why would we?
Because it's 3 2/3 minus 1 7/8. Say that again. What does that mean?
Well, it's a negative one.
No, you see what I'm saying? I promise you when I tell you something is correct. I promise. All right, fix what you're doing. Don't correct me. All right, now Talbot, what do I need? Which is?
24.
You're amazing.
So it'd be 24 over 21 and then 16 over 24.
I like it. Now what?
And now add 24 plus 16.
Yes, you do. You have to borrow. Very nice. This becomes a 2. 16 minus 21 can't do, so we borrow, and she's correct. You add the numerator and denominator, so that becomes a 40. Now what? One and 19 over 24. That is really good. All right. Now I'm pretty happy. If you know that, I'm pretty good that you're sound with your fractions when you take your ERBs. If you can do that for the addition and subtraction. All right. Hold on a minute. And again, if you did something different, then you probably did it what? Wrong. Just make the correction. All right. If you don't understand why I subtracted, I'll be happy to have a conversation with you. If you don't know, or if you don't remember the borrowing, I'll be happy to remind you. All right. This is how you clear things up. Yes, sir. Go, Luca. Because one is positive and one is negative. Three 2/3 is positive. 1 7/8 is negative. When you have a positive and a negative, you subtract. That's the rule. That's the rule. If the signs are the same, you add. If the signs are different, you subtract. That's the rule. All right. Isaac, help me.
Okay, so you do plus 2 sevens.
Plus 2 7s.
Plus 2 sevens. Then you do plus 2 sevens right there. The common denominator is 35. So it's 35. 10 over 35. And 20 over 35. So x equals 38 over 35.
38 over 35. Am I okay with writing 38 over 35? Yep, we don't have to change it. When you get to advanced math, we can leave it as a mixed or an improper fraction. Number 8, 38 over 35. Uh-oh, come on. What? We got work to do.
Okay, so there's, I thought you were.
No, 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 no. All I'm asking is look up there, make your correction. I don't want to hear how some of you guys did it incorrectly. It's not interesting to me. All right. You do what I'm showing you. That's the answer. That's how you do it. All right. If you don't understand why I did it, I'll be happy to explain that to you. I don't want to explain how you did it wrong. All right. Does anybody have any questions with 8? Anybody? All right. Let me pause for a minute. Let's get down to these 2 steps now. Let's see if you're doing just as good on this. All right, Jackson, help me out with number 9. No, I don't care about the answer. What am I doing? You're adding 9. Thank you. What does that give me? Yes. So what do I get? Yes, x equals -6. Anybody got a problem with that? Kellen, you good? All right, you're up. Number 10. -3. Perfect so far. Good. Wow, thank you. That sounded good, Kellen. All right. I like the way I'm not worrying about you. All right, staying out of the middle of things. Hopefully that's not you mumbling under your breath. I hope so. That's what I've said. I hope it's not. All right. Sydney, go. You're on number 11. 6x minus 15 equals beautiful. Perfect. Wow, that was nice. Perfect explanation. Perfect. Grant, I like the way I haven't had to say a word to you in probably this whole week. It's kind of nice. I haven't had to hear anything from you. All right, get over there concentrating. All right, now what?
So it would be maybe 4/1x.
No, what's half of 2? Yeah, that's 1x.
1x minus 4.
Good.
Well,
Now you understand me, right? 1/2 means divided by 2. 1/2 means divided by 2. All right, now what?
plus 4
Exactly. So x equals,
plus 8 or equals 8.
what kind of 8?
Plus 8.
No. If I add 4, -12. Yes. Yep, there we have it. X equals -8. Perfect. All right, x equals -8. All right, 13. Lydia, let's hear it.
96x minus 12.
Now here, stop right there for 1 second. This is the mistake everybody makes. We're distributing a negative.
Oh, it's plus.
Yes, thank you very much. It's plus 12. And now what?
Equals 1, and it's -22.
Yep, subtracting 12.
And it's -7.
What kind of 7? Why? Why? Yes, there you go. Be careful. Lots of ways to make little mistakes. If you made a mistake distributing the negative, make yourself a note. Remind yourself, don't make a mistake distributing a negative. All right, 14. All right, come on now. You don't? Yeah. So look right here. This is good for me. All right. So I like what you said. 2/3 times 9. Remember, it's 9 over 1. So cross reduce. What can I cross out? Yes. So, yes, that was easy. Now what? Thank you. There you go. Nice. Sounded good. Hopefully, I'm not hearing any mumbling under your breath. I'm going to figure it out. All right, here we go. 15. 1.4x minus 4.2. Add 4.2. What's that? Good job. And then what? Yes, divide by 1.4. Now, do you know what 8.4 divided by 1 point? How much? You are right. Very good. If you're not sure about that, look, does everybody agree I can move it over 1, correct? And so now it's just 84 over 14. Now, most people don't know that 6, but I would just say, let's divide that by 2. If I divide that by 2, I get 42 over 7. And now it's clear that it's what? 6. Is everybody understanding that? Right? If you don't know what 84 divided by 14, just divide by something you know goes into both of them. And then it gets small enough where you can see the answer. Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it. She's got it. Nope. All right, who's up? All right.
I changed a 4 to -4.
Yes, we do -4, -4. Very nice.
Then 3x equals 16.
Hold up for 1 second. No, listen to me. This is the mistake people make. They just bring down the 3x and they forget that this in front is the value. So what is that?
That's a negative.
Yes, that's the negative 3x equals 16. All right, and then from there I do what?
X equals. You do 16 divided by 3, which I don't know.
No, it doesn't go evenly. So we leave it as negative 16 over 3.
Oh,
We just leave it as an improper fraction. Hold on 1 second. Chase, what? What do you need? I wouldn't care. But the reason why I don't write that as a decimal is because it's 5.3 repeating. You with me? So that's why it's annoying. That's why we don't let kids generally write in decimals. Because sometimes they're repeating. All right, I don't feel like writing that. What did you want? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. All right. Which brings me to Sarah. Come on, kiddo. What is this already right here? So what do I do? Yeah, you with me on this, right? Add 4. Add 4. Hey, before you say something now, just look carefully, please. There you go. You see what I'm saying? It's easy to make little mistakes. Easy to make little mistakes. That's all there is to that one. All right, I tried to fool you by putting the constant in front of the variable. All right, next, 18, you're up. Yes, thank you.
7 equals 12.
Good job so far.
That's 5. And then we do negative 1x equals y. And that means x equals -5.
You did a really good job. All right, it's kind of nice not having to say anything to you either, and I mean that. All right, sit there like a great student. And then pretty soon you become great just by doing great things. Lydia, do you have a question or not? Good. What?
It's -5.
Yeah, that's what I said. -5. Thank you. Shh. Too busy lecturing. Thank you, people. All right, here we go. Let's do back up top, 19. Nope, right up here.
It's 9x minus 2 equals 25.
Hold up, 9x minus 2 equals 25. Anybody have any problem with 9x minus 2? What? No, 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 no. If I'm writing it, it's correct. We're not correcting me. You are correcting you. So what is different? You might say, well, how did you get 9? Or you might say, how did you get -2? But when I write it, it's right. Go ahead, tell me. Shh. What's the,
I so
shh. Never mind what?
9x because the minus.
The -3 plus 12 is what? 9x. Are you agreeing with me? And then 4 minus 6. That's the -2. Agreed? All right, go. What's next? And so I have. And so that's how it should be, guys. Crystal clear, simple, solving equations. Once I teach you how to solve equations, we can do just about anything. All right, it is simple. Thank you, Luca. Next, let's go. Brooklyn.
So you combine the terms.
And what is that?
4x minus 7 is negative 3x.
Keep going.
And then 9 minus 10 is negative 1.
No.
Oh, that's true.
What is this?
Negative 9. Negative 10.
Which,
How do you add them?
why?
Because there's 2 negatives.
Yes.
And then
Now what?
you would add 19.
Yes.
So that equals 19. So negative 3x equals 19. And
So,
then you divide
yes, so x equals,
negative 19 over 3.
yeah, -19/3. -19/3. I'm happy with that. All right, Luca.
Yep.
We're on 21.
All right, so
Faster, please.
32,
Good.
minus 1.
Minus what? No, you didn't distribute the 8. Minus 8x.
Then add to add to the 32. Sorry, subtract the 32.
Subtract the 32. What does that leave me?
It cancels out. So because negative 8x equals, pretty sure it's negative 44.
Good, now what?
Now you just divide
Is it gonna be positive or negative?
positive.
Right? Now, what can I reduce 44 and 8 by?
You're gonna reduce by 4.
So I'm left with
11 over
11 over what?
13.
11 over 2. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Levi, let's get to work. Now we got the hard one here, Levi. It's up to you now. Let's see how you're doing with these fractions. Go ahead, distribute that. Let's go. Multiply 4/5 times 2. What is that?
6 over 5.
Let's 4 times 2 today is not 6. 8 over 5x. Now 4/4 times -1.
Negative 4, negative 4 over 5.
Equals,
That's right.
now what do I have to do?
You have to add, 4 over 5.
Yes, add 4/5.
That would be 12 and 4 fifths.
Yes, which equals 12 and 4/5. All right, if we simplify that, now I got 8/5 is equal to 64/5. And then we multiply by the reciprocal.
So, the 5.
Yep, and 64 divided by 8 today is, all right, guys. All right. There's a couple more problems. All right. Study. All right. I think we're in good shape. Yeah, study.